YouTube page. My name is Hannah. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition specialist at Body Mass Gym, and today we are going to make a fun new summer recipe, homemade hummus. All right, so what will you need for this recipe? Of course, you're going to need chickpeas. That is the base for hummus. You're going to use either one 15-ounce can, or you can use these dried and then soaked, rehydrated chickpeas. This would be 1.5 cups. We also need a little bit of water for consistency, olive oil, salt and pepper. I have 1 full lemon to juice. If you don't have that and you have just regular lemon juice in your fridge, you'll need 1/4 cup. I have 2 cloves of garlic minced in here. You can use 1 clove of garlic. This is a little strong, but that's the way I like it. And then 1/4 cup of tahini right here. Tahini is essentially sesame paste. If you don't have that, you can add a little bit more olive oil, but I like the taste of tahini, so we're gonna use that today. You will also need a food processor. You can also use a blender to make hummus. All right, so the first step of this recipe is to mix all of the wet ingredients together. That is the lemon juice, the tahini, olive oil, not the water for right now, but we're also gonna add the garlic to that. That way we mince the garlic a little bit more. All right. Let's add our tahini. That'll be our first ingredient. So you're going to need 1/4 cup of tahini. I already have it all measured out right here. We have 1/4 cup of tahini in the food processor. I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. Again, if you don't have a lemon around, but you have lemon juice in your fridge, go ahead and use 1/4 cup. All right, so we have our tahini, our lemon juice in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic. I've already minced this garlic. It is 2 cloves. The recipe calls for 1 clove, and of course I'll link the original recipe down below, but I made just a little bit of change. Not too much, but a little bit for my personal taste, and of course you can do the same for you. So this is fresh garlic minced. Of course, if you have minced garlic in the fridge, go ahead and use that. So 2 cloves of garlic. I like mine very garlicky. All right, and finally, before we mix this up, we're going to add olive oil. Go ahead and grab your olive oil and throw in 2 tablespoons. We have our lemon juice, tahini, garlic, and olive oil all ready. So go ahead and pop the lid on your food processor. Go ahead and process it on low for about 30 seconds.
There's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving this? Spending every minute.
All right, once you process that for about 30 seconds, go ahead and scrape down anything on the sides. We're basically combining the wet ingredients before we put the chickpeas in. All right, now that we have all of our wet ingredients combined, we can add the chickpeas. So again, I'm going off of a recipe that I did find online, but I made a few modifications. So I added a little bit more garlic, and I don't really like cumin, so I took that out of the recipe, but if you like it, go ahead and throw it back in. So for the chickpeas, we want to add half of them, combine, and then add the second half. So go ahead and add half the chickpeas first, combine it until it's pretty smooth, and then finish off with the rest of the chickpeas. So since I have 1.5 cups of dry chickpeas that I'm adding, I'm gonna add 1 full cup first, combine it, and then finish off with that half a cup. All right, now that our chickpeas are in there, go ahead and combine until you see a consistency that you like.
I found it quite hard
combining it, scraping down the sides, and then doing it again. All right, here we go again. Once the chickpeas are well combined, go ahead and finish off with the rest of those chickpeas. So I'm gonna finish off with this last half cup. All right. Go ahead and throw in that second half, and then you're going to blend for about 30 seconds again, or until you see the consistency that you like.
You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end?
I recommend scraping down the sides and then continue combining. All right, we're getting there.
Fire. You fuel my fire. 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 You fuel my fire.
My hummus is pretty well blended at this point, but I don't like it as chunky as it is right now, so I'm going to add a little bit of water. The recipe does call for 2 tablespoons of water, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. You can too. If you're going to eyeball it, pour it in small amounts. You can't take it away once you put it in there. All right.
The odds we end up loving it. Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd.
Again, scrape down the sides. And finish blending.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
All right, once you have a consistency that you like or you are close, go ahead and grab your salt and pepper. For salt, I added 1 teaspoon of salt. Again, this can be eyeballed, recommending that you start with a little bit less. All right, roughly 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm eyeballing it here, and a generous amount of pepper. Beautiful. Once you have put your spices in, go ahead and blend again. At this point, I'll taste test just to see if it needs anything else. I'm going to add a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. So I love a little bit of tangy hummus, so I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon juice. I did this yesterday while I was testing the recipe, and I do like it a little bit with a little bit more lemon juice than it calls for. Okay, just a little bit. All right, one final taste. That is beautiful. That is good. Ooh, that's really good. And there you go, fresh hummus. Once it is to the consistency and taste of your liking, you are done. And that is how you make homemade hummus. It is that easy. If you guys try this recipe and you like it, go ahead and leave a comment below. Like and subscribe to Body Mass Gym on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks guys, bye.
You feel my fire.